Here we have June 2013, question 11. The question is, the diagram below shows the marginal private benefit and marginal social benefit curves and the marginal private cost and marginal social cost curves for a merit good. In the absence of government intervention in this market, a misallocation of resources is likely to occur because... Okay, let's just go through this question. I'm just going to underline a key term up here, which is this is a merit good. You can see it's a merit good from the diagram because the marginal social benefit curve is greater than the marginal private benefit curve. Essentially our definition of a merit good. So the question really is asking us, do we understand what this means in terms of allocation of resources? So let's just recap the diagram. Our free market outcome is going to be here. So I'm just going to colour that in blue. And our socially optimal outcome is going to be here, the green dot there. As you can see, with the market outcome or the market equilibrium at blue, we get consumption H. But what we actually want is consumption J. So before we read any of the options, we can already see that we actually have too little consumption of this good by JH. And that's going to give us a clue as to which answer is probably right, because that essentially there is the misallocation of resources. There needs to be more resources in the economy devoted to the consumption and production of this good. And we know that if we understand what a merit good is in the first place. But let's just go through the answers one by one. A free market price is too low. Now, as we know with standard demand, if the price is low, consumption will increase. Is the market price too low here? Well, as I've said before, we have underconsumption because the free market outcome there, the blue, is lower in terms of output than the green socially optimal outcome. So with the price being too low, that's not going to make any sense. The price is more likely too high. People aren't consuming this enough. It's perhaps too expensive for people to consume at the socially optimal outcome. There is overproduction of the good, HJ. This is not a question of overproduction. This is a merit good. It's not consumed enough. So we can cross that one off. There's no problem with overproduction here. The free market output is too high. Well, as we've seen here, the free market output at H is actually too low. We want a free market output of J. So again, we can cross that one off. And that leaves us with our correct answer, which, as we went through the diagram at the beginning, we kind of saw that this was going to be the correct answer anyway. There is underconsumption of the good of HJ. And we can see that there. Just to recap, this is the socially optimal outcome. And the blue is the free market. So we want to move consumption upwards. We want to move it from H to J, and that's our underconsumption right there.